Pretty interesting down day in Apple in here. Trading just above 302, 302.25, down around almost a percent on the day. Down basically $2 and some change, about 70 cents or so. You can see in here, not a good look in here on the week so far for Apple today. Thought we are going to get a little pop in here. Immediately at open, this thing just tanked. Little recovery in here, but we're still trading right at 302. So we're going to see what happens in here after hours as we go into overnight to see if anything is going to change. But Tesla, Apple, not really helping us out in here overall today. We did get some big pops in CoreWeave and NBIS, things like that with our earnings yesterday. So that kind of held up the market a little bit. Moo again, nice move in here. SanDisk as well. So overall, all of those stocks kind of helped out the overall market. Apple, Tesla, not really giving us anything to work with in here. But going forward in Apple, technically, what are we looking at in here on this weekly chart? To the downside in here, 300 psych level, right? Where we're looking at that outside of there, 294, 288, and 280. To the upside in here, immediate resistance is going to be that 303. I know we closed below that in here today. That's an area that was a nice little resistance here for us back in June. It was also a nice high that we had back in May as well. So that's going to be an area that we do need to breach and hold above that. It's wherever this 9-day EMA ends up. It's trading at 309 right now, but obviously the more we consolidate down here, the more that is going to move and change. Outside of that 9-day EMA, we're going to be looking at 317 and then 333 respectively. Now, as far as your IV in here goes, your IV rank is sitting at 35. You have right around a $4 expected move being priced in by this Friday. Monday's expiration about $5. You go all the way out to next Friday. That's going to be your monthly August. You're looking right around $8 in here. So ever since earnings, we had that large pullback. Nothing really happening in here. We thought we were going to get a little bit of a run up in here last week. Obviously, that didn't happen. And then this week is not helping us out at all in here overall. We're going to take a look at IREN in here just because we got that sympathy play coming from CoreWeave and then NBIS as well. So this is a stock that is obviously up almost $4 on the day, basically almost 10% on the day. And now next up, we're going to be focusing on that $46 level. That's where we're kind of headed in here too. You can see that that's where our 50-day SMA is kind of lining up as well. That's going to be a big area for us. If we can climb above that and then hold it, there's really nothing stopping us until we get to that $52 range, which is going to be right around here. Outside of that, then we're looking up here at this overall trend line structure resistance up here. That's going to be right around that $60 range. If we do get a nice little cross with our stock price and a hold of this 50-day SMA, look for this 9-day EMA to cross back over. You're going to have that shorter dated exponential moving average crossing over that longer dated simple moving average. So that's going to be key for us going forward as well. So if we can get a nice little breach and a hold here, look for those moving averages to kind of confirm for us that we are heading in the right direction. And then we should be off to the races in here above 52 to right around that $60 range. If not, if this is all just a fake right here, we're just kind of set up for a larger pullback, a larger consolidation, then look for us to reject this $46 level here. And then to the downside, we are going to be watching that immediate level of 42. We're looking at 39.87. We're watching 34. And then really we're watching all the way down here right around this $28, $29 range, which is going to be the lower trend line of our overall structure. Your RSI is basically neutral in here. Your volume should be a little bit higher this week than it is last week. So that is going to be good for us. But all in all, we do have earnings coming up in IREN here at the end of the month, August 27th. So this could be a setup just, hey, guess what? We're not done yet, but we don't actually want to like collapse the volatility through the roof with a big run up. We also don't want it to expand really hardcore either as we get into earnings with a big drop, right? So we're just kind of staying put here, perhaps. That could be what this is. And also it could be a tip of the cap in here of what just happened last night to what we could see here going forward in IREN. So let's see what happens in here with your IV 28. So relatively low compared to other stocks in here. $2 expected move by Friday. $5 buy, your August monthlies, if you go all the way out to your earnings expiration cycle, right around a $7 expected move being priced in there. So let's see what happens overall in IREN. Let's just see if NBIS, CoreWeave, things like that, as they come back down to life in here. Is IREN going to do the same? What is going to happen overall? That is going to be the question. And also, we're going to need to get some sort of recovery from Apple. I know we were trading inversely there with the overall NASDAQ for quite some time, but now we're just kind of lagging behind everything in Apple, right? So 300 is going to be the big level in here. For Apple. If we can hold that, then we should be okay. But if not, then look for us to kind of drag back further to that 288 or even 280 range. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.